Breaking news. Outrage as Obidient movement Shuns Labour Party backs APC candidate ahead of Edo governorship elections. Hi guys, welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Thank you for always joining us. If you're coming out here for the first time, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. A group of the platform of the Obidient movement has pledged support for the Edo State All Progressive Congress candidate, Senator Monday Okpegbolo, ahead of the September 21st, 2024 governorship elections in the state. The group, which comprised members of the Edo South Senatorial District, on Monday declared support for the APC candidate because of his close ties with the people. However, the Edo State chapter of the Labour Party has condemned this support to the APC candidate, saying that it was absurd for people who call themselves members of the Obidient movement to support candidates of other parties. And the Obidient movement, as we all know, is a youth movement which became very famous during the build-up to the 2023 presidential election and was to coordinate and propagate the activities of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, for the elections. And after the elections, the party, under the leadership of Julius Abure, created the Obidient Directorate to cater to the yearnings of the members, but it was renamed after Obi's rebuttal. And Peter Obi had claimed that the Obidient movement did not belong to any political party and should not be named as a directorate of any political party. Where Obi had noted that the Obidient movement is an independent movement that should not be linked to any political party in Nigeria, even the Labour Party itself. And speaking during a meeting with Okpegbolo, the coordinator general of the Obidient movement for Okpegbolo campaign organization had described the members of the movement as lovers of good governance, fairness and accountability. Added that they supported Peter Obi, the Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 elections, because they felt it was the turn of the Igbos, and now it is the turn of Edo, and it is the turn of the Ishan people, who are most qualified to work for everybody and not a stranger. And Okpegbolo, receiving the group, landed the members for the support and pledged to repay the confidence reposed in him if voted to power. Senator Monday Okpegbolo promised to surpass the achievements of Governor Godwin Obaseki in the first year of his administration. Guys, reacting to this development, the Edo Labour Party Publicity Secretary and Public Relations Officer, Sam, had said it's quite absurd to hear that the Obidient movement is supporting Okpegbolo, just the way some also said they were Obidient movement for Aswe Iyodalo. The Obidient movement is synonymous with the Labour Party and integral members of the party, and they have forgotten so soon how the party was denied the use of the Sam Ogbemudia Stadium before the presidential election. So how can these people now declare support for Okpegbolo or Aswe Iyodalo? For me, they have run out of ideas and do not know what they are doing at this point in time. They cannot be Obidient movement and work against the party's candidate, Olumide Akpata. Okay guys, the Labour Party is quite furious with the Obidient movement as they backed the APC candidate, Senator Monday Okpegbolo. This is coming as the same Obidient movement had also backed the People's Democratic Party's governorship candidate, Mr. Aswe Iyodalo, ahead of the elections in the state, where it was noted that some Obidient movement endorsed Aswe Iyodalo. And we tend to look at this Obidient movement as a movement, formed by the Labour Party members. But Peter Obi had debunked those statements, because the Labour Party had tried making a Obidient movement directorate, but Obi had forbidden such, noting that the Obidient movement shouldn't be linked, the Obidient members shouldn't be linked to any political party, even the Labour Party itself. So this is coming from the Labour Party, as they are angry with the Obidient movement for endorsing the APC candidate in the state. So I want to make this clear. that Labour Party supporters are very much different from Obidient movement. The Obidient movement only joined Labour Party supporters during the 2023 presidential election because their candidate was Peter Obi and Yusuf Datti Ahmed. That was how they brought about the name the Obidient, because they believed in Obi's credibility during the election. So, Obi even noted that the Obidient movement can support other political parties. They are not linked to any political party, not even the Labour Party itself. So the Labour Party claiming ownership of the Obidient movement is quite, out of place, because this is not as it should be. The Obidient movement was initially for Peter Obi's presidency. But Peter Obi noted that nobody can manipulate the Obidient movement, because this is the coming together of aggrieved Nigerians, those that are clamoring for good governance, those that want good governance in the country, those that want change. So if the Obidient movement in Edo State endorses any other candidate aside the Labour Party's candidate, that is quite okay. I don't see any issue in there. I don't see any problem in the Obidient movement endorsing any other candidate, be it the PDP, the APC, the SDP, or any other political party's candidate in the state. So long as they know that this person has the capacity, then they can as well go ahead and give them their endorsement. I mean, they are the ones giving them their endorsement. And ahead of the elections, we will see the winner. So it doesn't really matter. The Labour Party fuming, I can understand their grievances and where they are coming from. But they should note that the Obidient movement is not linked to the Labour Party. The Obidient movement are not Labour Party members. They are not Labour Party card-carrying members. Except those that are actually Labour Party card-carrying members, then you can say, okay, these guys are Obidient and they are also Labour Party card-carrying members. But then, guys, what are your thoughts on this? Because the same Obidient movement, another version of the Obidient movement, had endorsed Aswe Yodalo, and we got to see some news reports that this particular Obidient movement also endorsed the APC candidate Senator Monday Okpebholo ahead of the governorship elections in the state. But now the Labour Party are kicking against it, saying that they ought not to have supported any other political party's candidate aside the Labour Party's candidate Olumide Akpata. So guys, what are your thoughts on this? I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts concerning this in the comments section. Thank you.